Hello and thanks for joining us for the program this week. Welcome to Take Two as we reflect over the past week of racing on our New South Wales provincial and country tracks. And over the course of the next half hour, there's plenty to get through.
Scone Racing, Monday the 14th of July. Of course, this is the meeting that was originally set out for Corindai, but when stewards deemed the track there unsuitable for racing, Scone have been all too accommodating in taking on this meeting on the short turnaround. We raced here Friday and we're racing again here on the Monday afternoon, but the track played pretty well. All in all, we're on a good four. The rail was in the true, and I've found a couple of horses that are worthwhile following. The first comes out of race 2. It's Power Through. You'll spot him in the green colours. He settles one out, one back in the run, and although he was a little green, I thought he closed off nicely here.
Around the home turn, 400 out. It's Hard Rattle in front, just 3-4 off the inside. Royal Armada's in pursuit. Third nailed up along the rails was Hannah's Bridge, and behind those next was Like a Remy. Hard Rattle in front, claimed by Royal Armada on the outside. Royal Armada puts the neck in front. It raced away from Hard Rattle second, followed by Like a Remy, but Royal Armada is in front, holding its rivals at bay. Royal Armada wins by 2. Second might be Power Through.
He's shown the ability was there towards the end of last preparation, and this was an encouraging return today. He's bred to get over a little further also, so looking to find him in a similar grade race over the 1400 metres. Surely a win won't be too far away. The other horse that's knocking at the door is Fantastic Beast. Now the gate probably got him beat today. You'll spot him, he flies home from back in the field in the black colours with the brown spots. He does an excellent job to run the winner to as close as he did.
Fantastic Beast is closing. It's Spandex in front to the 250. Into second, Fantastic Beast, followed by City Gold, Ready, Vincent and Noitz. But inside the 150, it's still Spandex in front. Fantastic Beast is issuing the challenge. It's still 2 lengths away. Spandex in front, getting tired, but we'll see it out. Spandex a half length. Fantastic Beast second.
He came up with the outside gate, so as you can expect, he had to go all the way back from there. But I think as soon as he can draw a gate, hold a midfield position, he only has to do this again to be very hard to beat over the mile. So the two horses you want to follow out of the Corindai meeting at Scone is Power Through and Fantastic Beast.
Racing was at Warren on Tuesday the 15th of July, a 7-race card run under gloomy conditions. It rained basically all day, just drizzle. We managed to get through the program no problems, but the track did start as a soft 5, was downgraded into the heavy range by the middle of the card. I found a couple of horses that we can follow going forward. The first of them comes up in race number 4, a gelding by the name of A Boy Named Sue, trained by Dave Smith. Brought some pretty good form into this race today. It finished 4th behind Dion over the unsuitable 1200 metres 2 starts back, and then last time out had chased home Hollywood Gold, who went to Scone on Friday and ran very, very well there. He got back today. He ultimately finishes 3rd behind Jasper's Way. The horse that wins the race wins by a big margin, but I thought A Boy Named Sue's effort wasn't too bad, all things considering.
Boy Named Sue is running home fairly well. Followed then by Bruce's Boy is coming after Jasper's Way. Jasper's Way's got a commanding break here, and Jasper's Way down the line wins by about 3.5 lengths. Bruce's Boy will get second. Third's close between A Boy Named Sue and Take the Chance.
That's 3 really good performances that A Boy Named Sue's put in at his past 3 starts. I'll be looking for Dave Smith just to find another similar race, a Class 1 maiden over that 1600 metre journey, and I don't think a win would be too far away. The second horse to follow comes up out of race number 6 on the card, a gelding by the name of Hard to Impress, trained by Brett Thompson. He was second up from a spell today after a flashing light run over the 800 metres at Narromine first up. Don't think anyone expected him to be as close to the lead as he was today. He was just found wanting over the concluding stages, but you'd expect that given that we were on a heavy track by this stage of the day. He'd never been on a heavy before. Ultimately, he finishes second behind Winning Emotions.
Hard to Impress, Winning Emotions, grabbing it on the outside. Winning Emotions, Hard to Impress, Winning Emotions. Beat Hard to Impress.
Look, he's performed out to 1600 metres in the past. Hard to Impress. He's had 2 good runs back this preparation over shorter trips. We're looking for Brett Thompson maybe to get him to 1400 metres next time out, and I think he'll be getting away with whatever race Brett elects to send him around in. He's come back in really good order. So the 2 horses to follow out of Warren this afternoon are A Boy Named Sue and Hard to Impress.
Racing at Newcastle on Tuesday the 15th of July, we had cool conditions, quite overcast throughout the day. Track was rated a soft 5. We did see horses wanting to get towards the middle of the track, but all in all it was a really good meeting, and I think I've found a few nice horses to follow out of this meeting here today. The first of those comes out of race number 2. It was Harry's Evidence. Now, he was coming back off a disappointing performance in town last start. He'd been back to the trials. He was ridden positively from the gate. He's left alone for a long time out in front in the yellow colours.
Up to the turn at the 450, it's Harry's Evidence in front at the point of the bend. Led by 2 lengths to Vincento, chasing Hillier, called upon the odds-on favourite. And Cellarmaster's trying to get to the middle of the track, but it's Harry's Evidence at the 300. Led a length and a half, Vincento, who's knuckling down on the outside. Then Hillier, who's not there. Then came Cellarmaster trying to wind up, but it's still on the inside in front, Harry's Evidence. Coming home hard on the outside now, Hillier's starting to grind away. It's Harry's Evidence just in front. Hillier's going to dive late. Oh, he might have got up the fave. Hillier might have just got up. It took a while to get there, but he might have just got there from Harry's Evidence.
As you can see, he was out in front for a long time on his own, but I thought he did a really good job. The eventual winner, Hillier, looks to have a bright future, but I'm sure if he can repeat what he did here today, he won't be far off breaking his maiden status. The other horse to follow out of the meeting today comes out of race number 4. It was Skirmish. Now, she was only having her second career start. She was stepping out to 1,400 metres. She over-races back in the field in the yellow colours. Takes a little while to balance up, but watch for her late.
500 metres left to run. Mind over matter as they start to sprint. Led the way from Western Lane. Starry Desert angling to the outside. Well, he was. Now he's going back to the inside knock. Then came Le Chocolat, Shannoni. Skirmish getting going down the outside with Zoe Frilling. Look at them go here. They're wide across the track. Mind over matter. Starry Desert the inside. Le Chocolat, Skirmish and Zoe Frilling out wide. Great finish coming up. Starry Desert the inside. Zoe Frilling, Skirmish in the middle. Le Chocolat not there. Out wide Zoe Frilling. Starry Desert's fighting on the inside. And Starry Desert might have just got up. Starry Desert in the middle from out wide Skirmish.
She's a beautiful athletic filly. She's still learning her craft, but I'm certain that she won't be far off breaking her maiden either. The 2 horses to follow out of the meeting today here at Newcastle are Harry's Evidence and Skirmish.
Wednesday racing at Grafton, it was a morning day and an absolute glorious day too. Not a cloud in the sky, good crowd, and we saw good racing too.
We did see good racing the whole day. The track played very well. Horses went up on the speed, come out wide and won well there too. So the track played good.
Run up, Mont comes out of race 2. It was Chief of Staff. He was having his first run for Matt Dunn. He hadn't probably run for just over 3 weeks. Well, picking up coming to the corner, he's in the bottle green and the gold. And looks home, gets run down late.
They come to the top of the straight. Evany went to Intrepid Lad. Chief of Staff made a line of 3. Ziggy Rose under pressure. Strong Latte, Minister Garrett battling away, but Chief of Staff reached the furlong pole and broke clear. Chief of Staff in front. Pride of Savabella coming out of the pack is running on strongly. Gold Puma on the fence. Chief of Staff in front. Pride of Savabella came fast and I think stole it on the line. Photo, Pride of Savabella and Chief of Staff.
Yeah, when he sprinted to the front, you might be right with him, Johnny. He might quite run a mile out that horse.
Yeah, well, he done those. He had 2 runs at a mile in Sydney and kind of petered out both times, but he did have a bit of a 7-week break. I think Aaron Bullock put him in a very, very good spot out of the gate. So he could improve with a little bit of fitness and improve next time if he runs in a mile.
Definitely win a maiden.
Yeah, definitely for sure. My take 2 horse comes out of race 3 is Ronnie B. You'll pick him up. He's in the yellow and black colours. He's about 3 pairs back on the fence at the 600 metre mark.
Coming onto the bend, then Ronnie B, Bollinger Miss, Silent Call, I'm Heroic comes to the extreme outside as they're in the straight with 300 metres left to go. Hibiki Harmony joined by Okami Star. Ronnie B got through, made a line of 3 and Headhunter is deeper out. Ronnie B won the Prelude, charged to the lead in the Real Thing, and Ronnie B is coming away to win the Guineas.
He's flying, isn't he?
He's too good. He's won his last 2 now. The reason I wanted to follow him, I think he's a horse that can continue on winning, and I reckon once he gets up to a mile and a quarter, 2,000, he's going to be even stronger. It was a very good ride today by Dylan Gilliams, had him in the right spot of the race, and he let down really good today. He didn't hang in the straight. I think he's a really nice horse. Follow him.
Right up, well, mine'll do me. Race 2, Chief of Staff.
Yep, and Ronnie B out of race 3 for me.
Our take 2 horses coming out of Wednesday's meeting at Grafton on the 16th of July.
Take Two from Kembla Grange, Thursday the 17th of July. My first one, race 5 on the card. His name is Firework. He was heavily backed this afternoon. He's in the yellow and red colours. He gets into the 1-1 position. He's just resuming today off one soft trial. I think that might have told late. Here he is, Firework.
Firework had strode to the lead from All Saints. Denial getting up underneath those. It's Firework in front from All Saints and Denial. Firework hasn't put them away here. Denial snuck up the inside and All Saints from Firework. Denial's just in front from Firework. Denial will beat Firework.
He got up and going well before the turn, and he was just found wanting that last little bit. And the winner, well, it might win some more races. Denial from the Mitchell Beer Stable. But you follow Firework from the Sarah Ryan Stable. It'll strip fitter next time and the run after that. The other horse, the Extreme Cat. It's in the Australian Bloodstock colours, the blue and the black and white check sleeves. It just gets into a nice spot. 3 back in the running line. Ben Osmond's on board. The 3 wide line goes up outside. Just gets held up at the wrong time.
At the turn, 450 metres left to go, and it's Come On Mate from Don Juan. Can behind those, sneaking up the rails. Then came Demibi, who's followed those. Irish Bliss, Zaragoza, Mar Ali, and You're Not the Boss coming down the outside. Don Juan hit the front from Come On Mate. Zaragoza's still there. It's Don Juan just in front from Zaragoza and Come On Mate on the far side. Zaragoza, despite a wide run, he's hanging in there from Come On Mate. Zaragoza's just in front. That's a tough win, Zaragoza. He beat Come On Mate, Don Juan, the Extreme Cat.
The first 3 got away. The Extreme Cat had to wait for them and then work through its gears. And boy, oh boy, it was taking 3 to their 1 the last 50 metres. It's no star, the Extreme Cat, but he's going to win more races, and now's the time to jump on board from the Nathan Doyle stable. The 2 horses from Kembla Grange, Sarah Ryan's galloper in race 5, Firework, and Nathan Doyle's galloper in race 6, the Extreme Cat.
Thursday racing at Grafton on the 17th of July. It was Grafton Cup Day, a massive crowd, and track was on fire too.
Yeah, it was. It played very well. The horses went up on speed out in the middle of the track. They all had their chance. It was a very good day's racing.
Right, we'll Take Two.
Yeah, my Take Two horse comes out of the Springboard to Fame. He's number 5 here, Lord of Flames. You'll pick him up in the purple colours with the white cap. He's about 3 pairs back, getting into the home corner.
They turn the corner. Herman Said has room on the inside. Exo Flow behind them, and then Come On Glamour. Albany Road racing a little greenly. Went to Steffi Electrica, 150 metres out. Shin goes for Albany Road, who shot away from Steffi Electrica. Herman Said on the inside. Albany Road in front. Yesterday's Melbourne riding form comes to Grafton. Albany Road beat Herman Said, Steffi Electrica, Come On Glamour, Lord of Flames, and a photo for the next spot.
She was on debut, wasn't she?
Good run. Only had a few trials coming in this race, Gary, and was the Springboard of Fame. There's some nice horses in this race. She got back. She made up ground in the inside there. She's a horse definitely to follow. 11.75 today. Look for a 1400 on a big track for her. She'll be winning.
Right, mine comes out of race 5. It was the bottom weight, the 17 Trienza. She's all like what he did here. They produced him first up to get the money. He was run off his legs at 1,000 metres. We'll pick him up coming to the home turn. He's worse than midfield on the fence in the black and gold.
Around the turn, Doosan 3 deep, hell of a teen. Enterprise Legend, the rail opened up for Port Erin. And coming to the furlong pole, Port Erin burst through, ran to the lead and charged away. Boambi Beach out wide is running on the favourite, Collect the Cash. Port Erin easily from Boambi Beach. Trianza.
Boy, he hit the line hard. I know he was beaten a fair way, probably 4 or 5 lengths, but he was warming up and he didn't have a lot of luck, that big horse. Tell you what, when he can get the 1,200 metres, you'll see him winning again.
Yeah, he's put in a couple of good runs now, hadn't he?
Yep. Trienza, He'll Do Me out of race 5.
And Lord of Flames, He'll Do Me.
Right up, well, our Take Two horses coming out of Thursday's meeting at Grafton on Cup Day on the 17th of July.
Tamworth Racing, Friday the 18th of July. We had overcast conditions on track, but we did have an upgrade from a heavy 9 to a heavy 8 after the third race, and I thought there was a couple of horses you could follow out of the meeting. Mine comes up in race 2. It was River Biscott. He was first up today. He'd trialled up beautifully, but the track was, the inside fence was off throughout the day. He found himself there. All in all, I thought his effort was terrific. You spot him in the black and pink with the white shirt sleeves.
Into the straight, River Biscuit, Twa, Hot Chestnut, Wannavan, Warbrecken the outside by Linda and also Diabolo Denser. Twa put the neck in front and starts to race away from River Biscuit. It's Twa by a length. Twa's first, second, River Biscuit.
As the day played on, we saw just how inferior that inside section was, and I think he's a horse you can follow with a bit of confidence moving forward because he's trialled up beautifully. I think there was plenty of merit to that effort, and a win shouldn't be far away.
No, exactly right. It was a good performance. My horse to follow comes up out of the following event. First started by the name of Eagle Turn. Now, we turned up here today. We'd seen one trial where he did a bit wrong, still got away with it. We didn't see the second trial where he ran reasonably well behind Twa, who won the previous event that River Biscuit comes out of. He still wants to do a few things wrong in the run, but Lou Mary's got a little bit to work with here. He ultimately finishes third over the line, but he gets second on protest. You'll spot him in the yellow and pink colours.
Looking for the runners, Eagle turns 3 deep, long passes 4 wide, Rope Worker looking for the run, and on the outside a little bit Irish, and even deeper on the track was He's the Chief. Eagle Turn puts the head in front to the 200. Be Guided to second. Here's Great Idea from last over the top of them. Great Idea puts the neck in front, and Great Idea a half length. Be Guided second, Eagle Turn third.
The winner of the race, Great Idea, had been threatening to do that at both of his starts. They both had merit leading into today. Eagle Turn was on debut, still learning. We heard from Lou before the race that he's a bit of a nervy horse. So I think as Lou continues to work him out, he gets a bit more experienced at the Racing Caper. A win won't be too far away for him. He was at the 1200 today. I probably wouldn't expect him to step up in trip, probably keep him to the sprints.
Yeah, but speaking to Lou, gave the impression that he had a big opinion of the horse and he had plenty of improvement to come. So the 2 horses coming out of Tamworth are River Biscuit and Eagle Turn.
We had 8 races at Albury on Friday. We raced on a heavy track, the rail out, but it didn't make too much difference. They were coming up the inside, out wide as well. Some impressive winners, but we'll talk more about that a little bit later on. There's a couple of nice debut efforts. We had 3 on debut in the maiden race, but this horse that won, Deepwater Artist by Trapeze Artist, trained by Matt Kelly at Canberra, of course, was very, very impressive. He was on debut, out in front. His Speed of Thought, when we picked them up, it's giving its best, but the finish of Deepwater Artist was just too hard to hold out. Here he is.
Well in the straight, 250 out, led out by a couple over Triptolemus. Deepwater Artist, Reckless Behaviour down the outside, and then Drumcondra getting up behind them. Speed of Thought coming at it. Deepwater Artist being followed by Triptolemus. Speed of Thought closing in as Deepwater Artist putting in the big bounds now. Deepwater Artist loomed up, grabbed the front and beat Speed of Thought.
Nice big strong galloper, Billy Owen working overtime there to lift him up on the outside, but when he levelled up, didn't he take away? So he'll be very, very hard to beat going forward, and he's off to a flying start, Deepwater Artist. Our second horse to follow is With Strength. It comes out of a maiden race as well, as prepared by Dan McCarthy at Wangaratta. Also on debut, this galloper by Grunt. I thought his performance was really good, able to run second here. Made up a lot of ground, was a little bit slow out, but charged the line strongly, and I think he can win the next couple of starts as well. Here it is.
In the straight though, it's Fitzallen who led inside the furlong. Favourites going all right. It's 2 lengths in front. With Strength post-war. Then came getting through late there, Too Darn Cold and Machete on the inside, but it's Fitzallen in front, and the favourite will win. Fitzallen first, seconds, a 3-way go between With Strength, Too Darn Cold and Machete right there.
The winner there, Fitzallen, was just too good, having its second career start, but I thought With Strength was quite promising there. So a couple of debutantes. I liked Matt Kelly's winner, Deepwater Artist, and also With Strength out of this meeting from Albury.
Take 2 time racing was at Gosford this Saturday, the 19th of July. We had a 7-race card on a soft 5 surface. It was good competitive racing right throughout the afternoon, and Nick and I have picked out a couple of horses that we're pretty keen to follow moving forward. You found a horse in race number 3.
Yes, maybe Moet for Chris Waller. She's that lightly raced improving type, and she resumed here at Gosford today, and look, she was very, very well back there late in the trade, but she didn't have a lot of luck as we pull up the vision.
Around the bend, Tonkatsu Goddess kicked kicked away, led by at least a length over All Too Wild. Parji Brio at the inside. Now maybe Mowat trying to work into the clear, wanted to duck in behind other runners in Echidere, but Tonkatsu Goddess is clear close to the line, and Tonkatsu Goddess wins over All Too Wild, maybe Mowat third.
So I think we can follow her next start, maybe get to Newcastle where she did win last preparation. So in a Class 1 again, and the bigger track, I think that would really suit her, but she's a nice type on the way through.
The horse I want to follow out of this Gosford meeting went around in race 4, the Class 1 handicap over 1,200 metres. Red Spectre was resuming from a lengthy break after a good win up the line there at Coffs Harbour. Gave them a bit of a head start today, but watch the way he finishes off.
They run inside the 150. Orthies and Jared are trying to pick it up. Harlex in front. Orthies coming at it. Orthies going to Harlex. Orthies hits the lead, and Orthies wins over Harlex and Jared. Red Spectre.
I'm sure you'll agree he found the line quite nicely, and given that he was only first up today, you can only imagine there's plenty of improvement to come. So my horse to follow this Gosford meeting is Red Spectre.
My horse, race 3, is maybe Moet.
Take 2 from Hawkesbury on Sunday the 20th of July. My first take 2 comes up in race 3 on the card. His name is Dashing Double. He's trained here at the track by Tommy Wong. He jumps okay, and they just drive him a little bit conservative. You won't miss him. He settles last in the picture, and he comes to the outside. He's on debut. It looked like the run was going to do him the world of good, and I thought he hit the line well.
The 425, Flying Harry in front from Gladstone Grande. Powerhouse gets a run up along the inside, then Disparate joining in out wider. Royal Corporal's out deeper with Dashing Double at the 200 metre mark. Gladstone Grande still bombing just from Disparate. Cheeky Smirk and Dashing Double's out wide, but Cheeky Smirk dashed to the front with 50 to go. Out wide Disparate, then Gladstone Grande, but Cheeky Smirk eased down on the line. Cheeky Smirk beat Gladstone Grande, photo third. Dashing Double was there with Disparate.
He was beaten on his mirrors today, but he's going to take a stack of improvement from that. Tommy Wong's left plenty in the can. I think you can stick with this galloper, Dashing Double. The next horse to follow comes up in race 4. Her name is She Swings. Now, today she was first up. She goes a long way back. She's in the blue cap. When I say a long way back, that's her last on the inside. She stays hard up the fence. You keep an eye on her. She Swings.
Round the turn, Miss Trentino, 400 metres left to go. She's had plenty of speed. She led by 2, Camilla. Bonelta was next. Zing to Me trying to get going there. Where's Van Lee? It's about 3 or 4 lengths off the lead, getting to the middle of the track, and then a vet out wider. Miss Trentino with 150 left to go, tackled by Zing to Me. Van Lee joining in, but it might be too late. Zing to Me's in front, 50 to go. Van Lee's eating up the ground late. It'll get up, Van Lee. Your heart was in your mouth if you're on the favourite, but it got up. Van Lee just beat Zing to Me. Not sure about third. It was a while before I got back to them. She Swings was flashing home late.
All the action was out in the middle of the track, and they were the ones that were finishing too powerfully. But this girl was terrific. Back along the inside with more improvement to come. She Swings. The 2 horses from Hawkesbury this afternoon in race 3, Dashing Double from the Tommy Wong stable, and race 4, David Pfeiffer's girl, She Swings.
Sunday racing at Grafton. It was McLean Cup Day. It was the last day of the carnival. The Clarence River Jockey Club have had a very successful 5-day carnival here, and we saw really good racing too.
It was, it was good. The track played very good Wednesday and the Thursday, and they had the rail out today, and horses gone near the fence and come out wide. So no, it was a good carnival.
What's your take 2 horse?
Yeah, my take 2 horse comes out of race 1, number 13, Midnight Ravel. You'll pick him up. He's in the blue and red colours with a red cap. He's about 3 pairs back on the inside fence.
They come around the corner. They're clear of Midnight Rabble and then Terra Tilly. I'm guessing past the cutaway. Zane Dara got up on the inside. Archie Maximus 2 lengths away as Zane Dara ran to the front. 150 metres left to run, and Zane Dara booted away. Archie Maximus ran to second, but no hope of catching the filly. Zane Dara bolted in by a space to Archie Maximus. Midnight Rabble.
Was he trying to get out?
It was a good run, Gary. He had the blinkers on for the first time, was kind of just overdoing it a little bit, but prior to the race he trod on a shoe and they had to re-shoe him. It looked like Raymond Spokes had a lot of trouble with him down the straight. It looked like he might have been hanging out on him a little bit, so I think if no issues next starts a little bit further, he'll be very hard to beat.
Right, mine comes out of race 2. It was Miss Waterline now. She's only having her second run back. Actually, she won on debut. They tipped her out. She had one run at Eagle Farm. This is her second up run. We'll pick her up coming to the corner. She's running about 4th. She's in the orange colours with the black cap. I like the way she finished the race off.
350 left to run. Personal space kicked. Found 2 lengths of a fellow Suvi. With style gone. Miss Waterline, Snow Falcon on the outside. Personal space 100 metres out. In front, Miss Waterline, Snow Falcon are chasing. Personal space clinging on. Personal space wins from Snow Falcon, Miss Waterline.
The leader rolled at a fair clip. Yeah, I like what she did, particularly the last 100 metres. And if you look at her in the yard, she looks one of those fillies that it's going to get 1,400, even a mile later on. But I like how she finished the race off the last 100.
Yeah, I agree with her. Her run, I think, in town last start, she was caught 3 and 4 deep the trip, and she just didn't get the finish off. So it was nice to see her do what she done when she won at Ballina, got back and hit the line strong. Like you said, Gary, 1,400 down the track would be perfect for her.
She'll do me. I think you can follow her next start. Miss Waterline from the Jordan Lee stable.
Yeah, and Midnight Rebel out of race 1 for me.
There are our Take 2 horses coming out of McLean's Cup Day, the last day of the July Carnival on the 20th of July.
Hope you enjoyed the program this week, and we look forward to doing it all again next time around, and hope we have the pleasure of your company then. Bye for now.